Tasha, you're pro-choice. JL, you're pro-life. You are for straight marriage. And for gay marriage, we pair two of you up. That's Whitney and Samantha.
Hi guys, Jessica here. We're going to be taking a look at a photo shoot from America's Next Top Model titled Political Issues. I have no idea what this is about. Someone actually recommended it to me and said, quote, "It aged like milk," end quote. So let's see. I'm interested to see why it aged like milk. You guys ready? Everybody got their snacks, their coffee? This is from season 8, episode 1, The Girl Who Won't Stop Talking. Are you guys talking about the judges?
Girls are the final 13. You know what that means, right? That means one of you is America's Next Top. Like Tyra, one of you is going to be a household name and role model.
They're always complimenting Tyra on this show. She's like perfect on the show. You guys notice that? She can literally do no wrong. She probably wrote that in. She's like, make sure you mention me. Plot twist, Tyra wrote that script. She's like, make sure you mention me and role model. Can you say inspiration 3 times? Just try to fit it into the sentence somehow. Yeah.
Now we're at our first photo shoot, and remember, it's important that you have to make a statement. Keep in mind, fashion is a really political world where we all have different kinds of political views. We have anti-fur, pro-fur, pro-war, anti-war. I'm going to assign each and every one of you a different political view.
What? Why? For your first photo, can't you just start out like a small test shoot? With a backdrop, maybe? One light?
Even if you do not agree with it.
I think that it's really neat that our first photo shoot was such a political statement because I think it teaches me that I need to be comfortable in whatever I get put in.
All right.
No, that's not how it works. This does not happen in the real world. You can't just bring a model to a photo shoot and be like, okay, we're going to do an anti, whatever it is, photo shoot and expect the model to just go along with it because they're a model. Absolutely does not happen. For certain concepts, for certain photo shoots, you need consent. They need to be signing something. They need to agree with it. A lot of the times, their agents need to sign off on it. So totally not the norm. I'm sad that she thinks that, oh, we just got to go along with whatever, even if we don't agree with it. That's not how it works at all.
You're going to be anti-fur. But Brittany, you're going to be the opposite. You're going to be pro-fur. Natasha, you're pro-choice. JL, you're pro-life.
What? That is not a good photo shoot idea at all.
You believe in life in prison. Jasleen, you believe in the death penalty. Felicia, you are for straight marriage. And for gay marriage, we pair 2 of you up. That's Whitney and Samantha.
Literally, yeah, this is so good. Woo. You guys like it? Who? Listen, all I want to know, hold on. Listen, all I want to know is who thought of this idea. That's it. I just want to ask you a couple questions, have some coffee. That's it.
Dion, you're going to be the vegan. Whereas Cassandra, you're just a girl who loves to eat meat. All right? And then our last 2, Renee, you are anti-gun. Diana, you are pro-guns. Okay? So now we're really going to lay on the pressure.
What do you guys think of these concept ideas? Let's keep this going.
Really bring her lips out.
I need to know, like, how do you do anti-fur? Like, do I look at the fur stink? Like, I hate fur. I am supposed to be.
Okay. What do you guys think? They're really exaggerating these. Let's see what the other outfits are going to be.
Okay, now let me tell you, the coveted front row is it.
As you sit down, you're giving a look all the time, like a red carpet of sorts.
I don't really have a problem with fur, but it is a little weird to have the head of an animal on my shoulder. That kind of freaked me out a little.
The thing is, a lot of these things may go against the girl's personal beliefs. As a model, you have the right to say, no, I don't want to do this. No, I don't believe in this.
My thing today is anti-fur. Like, I hate fur. Actually, I really do like fur. I mean, it makes you look hot. I'm like,
Well, no, you're not whipping people. Play with it. I want you to give me that.
Okay, it looks like you know how people decorate their front lawns for Halloween? It's kind of giving me like Halloween haunted house vibes so far.
I hate fur.
Come round to me.
Okay, so this is the set. They have like buckets of blood everywhere and then a sign that says no fur. What is that, like a blanket or something?
Your face too? No? That. No, put it inside. Jay, we need help.
You're just holding the brush, giving me high fashion.
Oh God! He's asking me to give him high fashion, but then also send the message across.
Let's do this.
I want to send a
What is this? What is that? It looks like something from Mario 64. Oh my God, they got a noose too? Like the outfit's kind of cool and her styling is kind of cool. I like the hair, the makeup.
Thank you. Well done.
Get the keys, right?
They didn't make this.
I love how she's like, you got the key, right? I'm not getting stuck in here. Okay, so this is the set. It's like a room with, it's like a jail cell kind of thing. She's holding on to the bars. So is she like opening it? Is she like a nurse? Is she the doctor? Is she a corrections officer? I don't get it. Is she like making sure that the bars are sturdy so no one escapes? It's interesting to see the lighting setup. He has a beauty dish here. And then they're using some negative fill to create more contrast, which is interesting. So if you're a photographer, paying attention to the light setups during these photo shoots can help you. And, you can try these in your next photo shoot. So that's what I look at when I'm watching these.
That would be class.
I was actually surprised how little I glanced at. And her face did nothing.
Oh my God, that's so messed up. She's like, I had an amazing time. It went so well. And then they pan to him. He's like, sis gave me nothing. Can we just delete all her pictures? Yeah. Just format the memory card. Oh my God. He's like, her face did nothing for me. What is it supposed to work, a 9 to 5 for you?
I think you can be a little kitsch with it, a little funny with it.
Guns are bad, but sometimes people need it for protection. And if you're responsible with it, then I'm all for it.
Okay, I'd like to see some action. Try and actually jump.
This is giving me like Laura Croft vibes. Video game. She's busting out of the video game. They're like, yeah, one gun's not enough. Let's give her 2. Yeah, hand her another one, Steve. After you're done bouncing that light, just, slide it to her so she can do a Laura Croft jump. Can we drop one from the ceiling?
I guess you must be.
Okay, so they have her looking like a hippie. What do you guys think? Is this historically accurate? She looks cute. Like, she looks good. All right, so what do you guys think of this setup? Which is your favorite so far? We got this old car with the tie-dye blanket on it.
Get myself to do the peaceful because it's like something that's very, very hard to portray. Does that look
Let's
awkward?
change it.
Like, I get it. They had the little flower in the nozzle of the gun, but I don't know. Could have just had her with a bouquet of flowers or something. I don't know. Or a cat, right? That screams peaceful to me. Well, until they're hungry and they start bothering you for food.
Do you feel very passionately about that?
No, I feel like
Find something that you feel passionately about
I love that so much. He's like, do you agree with this? She's like, absolutely not. No.
that you would be chained to a door for. If it doesn't speak to you here, I'm not going to see it here.
I'm gonna let my excitement outweigh my illness because I'm not gonna allow her to.
She's chained to it. I like her dress. The dress is very nice, very form-fitting. You know, the necklace. It looks like she just went to a brunch. They had some tea, some cookies, the sandwiches without the crust. Those are always good. I'm not going to be interjecting my personal beliefs into this reaction video. That's not the point. I'm just focused on like the photo shoot concept. What do you guys think so far? Have they done these issues justice? I don't even know.
Really believe it for that split moment. Really give it to me.
You have, if anybody here, a lot of energy. Give me like just really go there.
That's it.
Nerves. All I see is nervous.
I feel like I'm gonna pass out. It's not okay.
I mean, she's sick, give the girl a break. She did her best. I think she did a good job.
Wow.
Do you understand the message?
Yeah, I get it.
well.
Right?
It's your choice.
It's my choice.
You're not getting rid of any baby at home.
Oh, okay.
No, too much. Think about the message as well. Don't make it too kind of like all about modeling.
They got her in an underwear. Then they wrote "My Choice" on her stomach against this brick wall. It's like they literally give her no set at all. Nothing to interact with. Kind of a lazy set. Like, if you're going to go all out for the other ones, like, what? Give her something. They don't even have any clothes for her. You know what I mean? Like, they literally gave her nothing to work with.
I'm not going to be involved in the politics. I prefer just be a model. My photo shoot is gay marriage. I thought that was pretty interesting because Sam is like the little Southern belle, and you know, she's from Alabama.
So they have a rainbow wall behind them, and then they have her dressed up in a white dress, and then she's wearing more like a suit. Okay, let's see the rest of it.
Just push your body both out to me.
It was tough. I have a boyfriend, and it was hard to have to act like I was in love with another girl.
I like the smiling. Why don't you guys have a happy moment? Lesbians aren't serious all the time. Like, you're supposed to be the epitome of the perfect marriage.
He got his eyebrows done for this wedding. Full head of hair. It's combed back. He got a full mustache he's been growing out for the last 5 months. I don't even... How long does it take to grow a mustache? I don't know. I'm gonna ask my brother. I'm gonna text him and be like, how's your mustache growing in? How long does that take? He's gonna be like, Jessica, please don't text me ever again.
And she didn't play off of the mannequin too well.
The mannequin was looking a little stiff, in her defense. I'm just saying, he could have done more also. He was in the same position. He was not moving at all.
My photo shoot today, I'm gonna be a vegan. That means that the only thing I can eat is like tomatoes, carrots, lettuce, anything that basically grown up out of the earth, like jalapeno peppers and stuff like that.
So they're putting a bunch of fruit all over her body.
One leg up, one leg down. Okay, rest your arm up on that. I think the arm could have had more fun with it. You could have taken it just a little bit further. You take it to one level, but you really want to take it to the top level.
Crazy. There was meat all over the table. It was wild.
I think these girls are all very flat across the board today.
Okay, it's their first photo shoot ever. Come on. Like, I think they're doing a great job. It's very hard to model. Like, people don't understand, like, you got to know your angles, interact with the environment. It's really not as easy as it looks. Trust me, I've tried. My pictures always come out awkward.
But I know this is the first shoot, and the girls really put their best foot forward. They tried hard.
So he acknowledges that it's their first photo shoot, but at the same time, he's roasting them.
Some of you kind of gave me a weak shot, and I wasn't so happy. And I know it's tough. It's the beginning of this competition, but we really need to step it up. There's a surprise downstairs waiting for you guys.
Let's see what the surprise is.
She's all like, oh my god.
Okay, like, do they get to keep the limo? Does everybody get a limo?
Somebody pimped it out or something. Pictures on the mirrors. It had Tyra's face.
Of course, they gotta have Tyra's face. She's like overseeing them at all times. She's like, remember, I see what you're doing. I'm your role model. Remember that. I'm an inspiration. I love how the picture, it's in this blinged out frame in the middle of the limo bus, like right there, dead center. Just kind of staring out into the, like she's watching them constantly. And then they got a picture of Tyra. Do you guys, like, is it too much? Am I just being dramatic? Come on. Like, they got a picture of Tyra. She printed it out herself. Look at, she got that glossy finish. See, I'm a graphic designer. There's different types of paper that you can print your work on. This is like glossy. That's some expensive paper, Tyra. Let's see what the judges think about this.
Sweet. You had a very, very controversial fight.
Okay, not even gonna lie, but Tyra looked good there.
You were the challenge winner. Congratulations. How did it feel winning that first challenge?
I was like kind of nervous that it would change things between how the other girls treated me.
So you want to dull your shine to be like?
I guess.
Do the best you can so people can live up to be like you.
She even said, like, she wants the girls to like her. And also, I know that JL passed away from breast cancer, and she was also struggling with an addiction. So my condolences go out to her family. After the show ends, a lot of the models, I'm sure, go through a lot of different struggles, and JL was one of them.
So let's see how you did.
Photography-wise, the posing is very interesting. The editing, not a huge fan of the motion blur. Did someone forget to, get the shutter speed right? I don't know. Was there, I don't know who did that in Photoshop, but it's a little distracting.
Fashion is about extremes, and you're not an actress in a movie that has 120 pages of lines to convey a message. It's one photo. It's one moment. And that one moment, you have to sell it. If you don't want women to walk into that clinic, you're not going to go, you're going to go, stop, no, oh!
I understand. I did have a fever, and I will never ever let that affect my photograph again.
You need to pull it together. I have been sick right here and had to not just...
There Tyra goes, talking about her own personal experiences. Somebody tells her something that they're going through, and she's like, well, I also had a fever. I've watched so many episodes, and Tyra does this every time. She won't let someone just, you know, talk about what's going on in their life without her kind of interjecting and being like, well, I also went through this as well.
Right, but leave this judging panel. I can't tell somebody I have a fever and I'm going to be low energy today. Low energy on a photo shoot means lower sales.
You were pro-choice.
Okay, what's with the blur effect? What is that, like her ghost coming out of the wall? Like, what is this? Why? The lighting is actually super cool. I like this type of lighting. Very, very moody. Why is she like fading into the brick wall? We don't know. The coloring, not too much. Composition, I don't mind it. I would have liked to see like it cropped to the left a little bit more, but and her pose, I think her pose it's very simple, but she's creating angles and shapes with her knee, and she has her arm kind of bent. So I think she did a good job overall.
You're tending to blend into the background instead of popping out.
You have more expression on your face now listening to us than there.
No, she doesn't. She looks the same, Tyra.
So what political issue were you to portray?
Vegan. What's your stance on that?
Personally, I like my meat.
Wow. Okay, so I guess the motion blur is going to be a theme in all these photos. I think it ruins it. I don't see any correlation between like a motion. Like, what's the point of the motion blur? Are you trying to show movement? It just kind of like you're getting rid of all the elaborate setup details that you guys worked so hard on. Like from the sides here, you can see it's blurred out. Like, does that look like a pineapple anymore? They ruined SpongeBob's house, in my opinion. You notice how Tyra called around in front of everyone and is like, well, what do you think about this very controversial and sensitive subject?
It's a very pretty picture, but I don't know whether it's, again, strong enough to put over the message.
I think this is a good shot, not a great shot. I would have liked to...
Why do the whole setup if you're just going to add a motion blur to it? And it's a radial motion blur at that. It's a circle, so it's going to get the top, bottom, edges. You know what I mean? Why? Well, then why do you have the bananas in there and the apples? For what? If you're going to blur them out.
You're pro-meat, so we have to see if you are really evoking what is inside of your heart and your stomach.
Okay, they ruined these pictures with that blur. And what? Why? And what's with the awful brick wall? Where's half of her body? It's like faded into the background. What's going on here? You guys see right here? She's like half of her like faded out. Somebody took the selection tool in Photoshop and is like, let's just get rid of half her. You know the hairstyling that they spent 2 hours on? Just get rid of it. It's fine. We're going to Photoshop that out anyways. Yeah, sorry, Kevin, that you spent 2 hours on her hair. The editing in this one is bad. They lifted the blacks way too much. And the issue with that is because she's wearing a black dress. And then behind her, as you can see, she's in this booth that is also black. So when you're lifting the blacks, all the black in your picture, you're replacing with grays. Okay, so then that starts to, the distinction becomes less noticeable. So as you're seeing right here, if I zoom in, it's kind of almost blending into, that seat in the back. They could have changed her outfit. She could have been wearing something like a different color to make it pop out more. They have a lot of dark colors in this. I don't like the color editing at all. Yeah, and then look at, what did they do to the hamburgers too? Can you even see the color of the hamburger bun? You guys suck the life out of all this. Look at that McDonald's hamburger. I can't see it anymore. Really old looking.
Or to be what? Anti-gun.
Okay, so this one, at least we're seeing a bit of color. This is one of the best ones I've seen. At least we have some color. We have that terrible motion blur right here for literally no reason.
Not war.
You slightly disappointed me. I got a great shot out of you, but they all look like this.
You look scared. You look scared in front of us and in the photo, I think.
Listen, I would be too standing in front of the roast masters, aka the judging panel. Just saying.
Diana, what political issue were you? I was pro-gun.
The blur, you guys, the editing is so terrible. I can't get past it. You can hardly even see the picture. You need like a microscope to see these. It's so blurry. Why make it blurry? The thing is with this shoot, the concept, it was so elaborate and they're trying to show certain details and yet they're blurring out all those details.
Slightly dead eyes.
What does dead eyes mean? Can somebody tell me why they keep saying this? Oh, you look like you have dead eyes. Your eyes are dead. Your eye.
Damn an eye that could really pop. The face is almost there. It's almost a little bit around the mouth. Yeah.
Could it be the like 2000% motion blur that the editor added in? Could that be it? Maybe you're not seeing anything. Because I literally like even zoomed in. I'm like, okay, is that an eyeball right there? Can't tell. Can't tell.
Lee's got some hair going on today.
Hi guys.
So Kathleen, you had to do a political issue. Yours was
Anti-fur.
anti-fur. How do you feel about fur?
I believe that if the animal's alive, you shouldn't kill it to make a fur coat or anything. But if it's already dead, then you could take the skin off and just make a coat.
How would it already be dead? Like,
Let's say, because animals fight each other in the jungle, right? In the woods.
Unfortunately, that's not how they get fur coats.
Animals die, like people die naturally sometimes, right?
But that's not the ones they use for fur coats, I'm afraid.
So I don't like the way that they kind of set that up. I feel like they expect the girls to know everything, to be perfect. Some people are not aware of issues like this and we can't shame them. We can educate them. I love the outfit. The colors are great. I actually really like this one. Wish there was no blur because I feel like that takes away from the photo. But her pose is actually super cool. This is one of the better photos in my opinion. I think she did a great job.
You didn't completely understand the concept.
I know, right? I didn't.
Have to ask. So if you would have just said, Mr. J, explain to me like anti-fur. What does that mean? Some anti-fur people are very aggressive. And right now you just look like, I don't know.
I know, and I feel like he explained it to me so much, him and Nigel, and I'm like, I don't want to seem slow, like I wasn't catching on. Well, I am not slow.
I mean, there's no expression that you're angry here at all.
She's trying her best. That's it. That's all I'm going to say.
I was pro-fur. I think it's a wonder.
She's wearing all white on white chairs. They could have at least contrasted it a little bit more. And then they added that awful motion blur. What is this right here? A bucket of money? What is this? I don't even know what this is. Her pose, I wouldn't have had her knee like right under her leg like that. Not a huge fan of that pose. But like waist up, gorgeous. She's looking beautiful.
Our political issue was
Lesbian marriage. I've been exposed. Definitely been exposed.
And what about you, Samantha?
I don't think anyone would sit there and say that you're not allowed to marry the person you're in love with, so I'm absolutely fine with it.
The composition is cool in this one. Their arms are kind of bent. It's a cool composition. I would have liked to have seen her chin up a little bit more. Like, is she stuck in a snowstorm? What's with the background? It's like completely blown out. What's going on here? And didn't they have flowers next to them, like to decorate the photo? And then the flowers, like, where are the flowers? What is this? These are the flowers? I'm not paying the florist for that job. All the details in the dress are gone. It's literally just faded in. Why they did this, I don't know. This guy's looking good right here. Good profile picture for Facebook, I'll tell you that.
Your political issue was
The death penalty?
Okay, so the background, the toning in this one is a lot better than the ones that we've seen. It's been very inconsistent. Some of the photos have been a lot better in terms of editing. Yeah, this one is one of the better ones. The pose isn't my favorite. I feel like she could have done more. Actually, I did see her doing a lot of different poses.
There tends to be two different types of convicts. There's the one that just feels like, oh my God, I'm just gonna die here and I feel so sad. Then there's the one that everybody is scared of in the jail because they have nothing to lose. So they're crazy. I don't care, I'll kill you. What you gonna give me? Life? What? What else can you give me? I'm in here.
So there's two different ones, and you didn't do either.
Okay, so was she supposed to be like a prisoner? Is she supposed to be like an officer? Because then why would she act like a prisoner if she, like, I don't see any prisoners wearing like a skirt with a you know, with it looks like a polo. I don't know. What prison are you referring to, Tyra?
JL, you won the challenge.
Remember to have a PhD in art history and criminal justice before being on America's Next Top Model, because they're going to grill you on that in front of everybody. Okay, see you guys.